My goodness, ding dong, bing bong, tick tock. What you got going on, man? What are you doing? What you up to? It is the new year. This is the first recording of 2024, man. Holy bejesus, banana sandwiches. How exciting is that? I bet you were the one that wasn't drinking. You were the one that wasn't partying. You were the one that wasn't destroying yourself on New Year's, on Christmas, and all of those things, huh? Did you see the fireworks? Were you having a party with yourself? What was going on? Did you drink your water, dude? Did you even think about going to the gym? Did you make resolutions, man? What is up? My name is Kohdi Rain. I am your host. I am the creator of the Beyond Sober Masterclass and the Unlabeled Recovery Program. You can also catch all of this if you're not live with me here on TikTok right on BeyondSoberPodcast.com, dude. All over Spotify. I'm so stoked to be kicking it with you. I believe it is January 1st of 2024. Dude, I'm so stoked, man. We're literally just like jumping into this new year. Next level vibes, man. Super elevated, right? Lots of water, lots of energy, lots of ideas, lots of clarity, lots of magic, man. And what? Dude, 5.5 months. Lots of magic, man. And what? Dude, 5.5 months sober? You survived the holidays? Bro, that's amazing. You didn't survive the holidays, bro. You thrived through the holidays, man. That is so amazing. Remember, dude, if we're surviving, we're actively in this position. What's up, Pink Pedal? If we're surviving, we're actively in this kind of position, this stressful position that makes us want to escape. Kohdi, what's up, dude? We're sitting here going like, I can say no. Bro, you know what's more? I was thinking about this earlier. You know what's sexier than your ability to say no? It's your ability to say yes. Your desire to want to say yes to water, want to say yes to your health, say yes to your happiness, and all of the amazing things that you deserve. That's attractive, man. That's really what we want. We want to sit here and go like, dude, Kohdi's killing it, bro. BZ Fierce is killing it. And it's not because she went X amount of days not, consuming the poison. It's because she went astronomical amount of days taking care of herself. That's amazing, dude. And that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to feel. And that's a majority of us want to support other people that are doing the same, dude. So you go into the gym, you automatically have my respect, dude. You drinking water, you automatically have my interest, man. But most of us, we have to make things a little bit worse before we make them pretty awesome. We have to do it the wrong way before we start doing it the right way. 30 sober New Year's Eves. So, oh my goodness. So you haven't had alcohol in 30 years? Or you haven't been intoxicated in 30 years. I think that's kind of the same thing, question mark, I don't know. Happy New Year, girl. I'm so stoked to see you. Kitten, what are you doing, dude? Happy New Year, B69. You've got me chugging water all the time. Dude, you're the one chugging water. I'm just sitting here with my sparkling ice, okay? This is a gift. Normally I've got this water bottle full of ice and water, but this is next level amazing. No, I'm not advertising a C333 right here. Dude, if you guys haven't connected with me already, I'm telling you, all I want is for you to be as happy and healthy as humanly possible. I want the absolute best for all of us. I'm not out here trying to get people to quit drinking alcohol, quit smoking, quit doing all these things. I want us all to step into the space of elevation. When all 617 of us are encouraging the person next to us going, dude, a little bit more water, man. You should rest a little bit more often. Are you taking your nutrition, bro? Are you hitting the gym? Are you going for walks? Are you still talking crap? Are you still surrounded by all those people that make you feel like absolute donkey balls, man? Are you saying nicer things to yourself? Are you saying nicer things to the people around you, man? Are you leading by example? Or are you just sitting here feeling like you're just the most toxic person in every room you walk into? Are you sitting here thinking that the world is against you? Or are you being that example and showing the world that it needs to be ready for you, bro? These are all very important concepts and structures and practices that we want to develop. And we do that over time, man. And so when we got, 800 people in a room, we want to sit here and go like, okay, we're obviously all here for a reason. 600 people in a room. We're obviously all here because we want to see each other win, man. We all win when we all win. 7 days sober. Holy crap, dude. Did you know 7 days sober is the exact same amount of sober as someone who's almost 7 years sober? Did you know that sober is sober? You can't do more sober. You could be sober longer, but that doesn't mean you're more sober. Like, sober is sober. So it takes 4 days for sobriety to equal 100. Because sober, here's the definition of sober: not under the influence of alcohol, not drunk, okay? So most of the people on the planet are actually technically, clinically considered sober. With that, we want to look into this and go like, okay, well, if it only takes me 4 days for alcohol to process out of my body, and if I went to a doctor and they ran a blood test or a urine test and there's 0 alcohol in my system, then how much more sober can I get? You can't. This is why we don't wait to celebrate. This is why I don't care if you're 1 year, 10 years, 50 years, 30 years sober. You're not more sober than me, dude. And I'm also not more sober than you. We are equally at 100%. That's phenomenal, dude. Remember, sobriety is taking a break. Sobriety is going, I've been drinking a little too much of this poison, this toxin, right? This disinfectant, this literal carcinogen that causes 7 types of cancer. If you're new here, I'm an ex-alcoholic liver failure survivor, creator of 2 of the most powerful sobriety and recovery programs on planet Earth, dude. And once again, I'm out here trying to get people to quit. I'm not trying to just like spread blatant awareness and try and scare you away from alcohol. Dude, if you're going to drink, you're going to drink, dude. I can't stop you from doing that. I'm not interested in stopping you from doing that. My sole purpose, my sole mission is to make sure that we are focusing on our health and happiness. Because here's the truth, dude. Happy people get happy results when they drink, okay? Unhappy people get unhappy results when they drink. Unhealthy people get unhealthy results when they drink alcohol, dude. So what does that mean? What is healthy? What is unhealthy, man? Is there an appropriate way to drink a literal carcinogen that causes cancer? Can we do it minimally? Can we do it respectfully? Can we do it like incrementally? How much is too much, man? How do I know that I'm an alcoholic? How do I know if I'm not an alcoholic? Because I've been trained to drink alcohol the exact same way an alcoholic would from day one, right? Just one more, right? Drink one more. Come on, shotgun. 2, you got this. You could do it. Just take a shot, bro. Just take one more. One more. Alcoholics, people that are struggling to, stay sober, need to have one more. So if we start practicing, Cactus Chris, what's up, G-Funk? If we start doing exactly what an alcoholic would, what do you think is going to happen? How do you think we become an alcoholic? How do you think we develop a dependency? Is it from casually drinking a little bit from time to time when you're feeling real good? Or is it from actively practicing escaping your emotions, jumping into an alternate universe, actively attempting to elude what needs your attention and using a substance to basically help you ignore what really needs your attention? Is it drinking too much? Is it drinking to get drunk, drinking to black out, drinking to become someone you think you are? Here's the trip, dude. Everything that is a tool becomes a weapon if we use it as an unhealthy person. If I take this water, dude, and I start chugging it, or if I start drinking it incorrectly, start inhaling it, it is now a weapon of my despise. So it makes sense for me to be conscious and aware and interested in consuming this water in the most effective and most appropriate way, right? Otherwise, that thing that actually is going to help me live longer is going to take me out sooner. This is the trippiest trip of all the trips, dude. For me, it's escaping emotions. I got you. So here's the crazy part, Carmen, about escaping emotions. You're never escaping the emotion, and we're not supposed to escape the emotion. I know when I say that, you go like, yeah, but it hurts. Yeah, but it sucks. Yeah, but I don't like it. Yeah, but I don't want it. Welcome to Earth. That's the crazy part about the human experience. It doesn't mean that you're supposed to be in pain. It doesn't mean that you are supposed to remain uncomfortable. It doesn't mean that the entire world or your entire life experience is just about how much pain and how much uncomfortable thoughts and feelings that you can handle. We have to remember this, dude. We have to feel pain. We have to be uncomfortable. That's why we move. If you didn't feel uncomfortable, if your stomach didn't grumble and didn't make you go, ow, you wouldn't eat, dude. If your stomach felt fine all the time, you would die. because there's no indication that you need to get up and fuel yourself. Same goes with your, your thoughts and your emotions and your actions and your environment. Dude, not everything is supposed to feel good all the time. Because when something is making us uncomfortable, that is the indicator that we need to make a change. We need to make a shift. Obviously, it's very, very rare that life is happening to us, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very rare that we're sitting here going, nothing that I can do, nothing that I can say is going to change this circumstance, and it's completely outside of my control. It's just happening to me. I literally can't do anything about it. This is just the way it is. It's very rare that that's the truth. But the things that we do is believe that, and then we facilitate more of it. And go, they're always going to be this way. And this is the person I chose to love. I'm always going to be this way because I'm a victim of my circumstances. The pain is supposed to be here, which means I'm supposed to feel like crap all the time. And if I'm supposed to feel like crap all the time, then I obviously need to find a way to manage that, to survive that. And the way I'm going to survive that feeling is by attempting to escape it. How in the holy hell can you escape something that is a chemical response in your body? When you're feeling an emotion, dude, you're not just going, I just don't kind of like that. Your body is having a physiological chemical reaction to the thought, to the imagination, to the perspective, to the stimuli, to the environment, whatever it is. And it's based on that information, and obviously based on what you've been through in your past, that you're going to recreate something to be upset about, right? This is why we call it reliving the past, man. If we keep telling the same story, if we keep bringing up the same concepts, if we're constantly out here trying to find reasons why everything sucks, then everything is going to continue sucking balls. Stop doing that, man. You have got to stop doing that. So here's the trick. To truly escape an emotion is to truly remove the energy from the story you're telling yourself. So that same data, you're going, ow, that hurts. Or you can go, ow, I now know what doesn't work. I now know what I don't want. I now know what I have to do. Opposed to continuing to choose that same thought, that same feeling, that same emotion, that same person, all of that stuff, man. It's not fun. Now, here's the trip, dude. I get hit all the time with emotions and feelings that I'm like, they didn't feel good. Just the other day, I received a text message, messed me up. I wasn't ready for that, dude. That's not what I expected to hear. I'm cool with people saying these kinds of things, but when someone says this kind of thing, it hits me a little bit deeper. But am I trying to run away from that emotion that I allowed myself to have? Am I sitting here going, no, it can't be, it won't be, I won't allow it, and then basically attempt to not feel what's going to help me get stronger, dude? Why would I do that? I know for a fact that the way I feel about this information is important. Why do I know that? It's because I feel that way about that information. There's no right or wrong. There's no good or bad. There's just what you prefer and what you don't prefer. So when we look at our circumstances, we look at all the emotions, we look at the environments, we look at the people, the places, the things that help influence a specific emotion that we don't like. We want to sit here and go like, okay, is this actually happening for me right now? Like, am I continuing to arrive to remind myself of what I don't want or what I'm not choosing? Because I'm choosing to remain in this state. I'm choosing to be someone that's affected by that information. I'm not changing the way I'm looking at the information. Therefore, I'm just developing a coping mechanism to help me pretend like I don't care. Holy crap, dude. I gotta say that again. When we have a coping mechanism, like alcohol, like smoking, like whatever it is, I mean, even relationships and people and all that stuff, we're not using it as this actual beneficial force that's going to help us really intellectualize and really understand what's happening, why it's happening, how it's happening for us. We're literally just going to that person to complain about the emotion that we don't like. We're really just drinking that poison to help us pretend like we don't care. I say this often, dude. We don't drink because we don't care, dude. We're not sitting here drinking because we don't care. We're drinking because we don't want to care, dude. We actually care a lot. We actually have a ridiculous amount of feeling. We have a ridiculous amount of commiseration and empathy and sympathy. We are deeply impacted by these things. And over time, it feels like this super powerful, just unstoppable force of crap that we can't get away from. But the point is that we are surviving our own thoughts. We're surviving our emotions. We're literally activating our nervous system, Matt. What's up, dude? And then going like, if the only way to feel like I'm not where I'm at is to pretend like I'm not there with the substance, then I'm actively escaping into the illusion of less pain. I know that the illusion of less pain sounds like a carnival cruise. It sounds like you won something, dude. We also have to realize this, that when we're using a toxin or a substance or a person or whatever it is to pretend like something isn't wrong, we are exacerbating the circumstance. We are making it worse. We don't want to be escape artists, man, because that's all we're going to do. If you could run away from your own thoughts, can you imagine the type of people that you're going to run away from too? The people that invoke or bring forth a familiar feeling that you don't like. Uh-oh, Emmy said something that triggered something over here. I'm going to leave. I'm not going to even talk to her about it. I'm not even going to say something. I'm just going to go disappear, have a drink. I'm going to go pretend like I'm not affected by it. That doesn't help Emmy and I get closer together. That doesn't help us, strengthen our relationship. That makes it seem like I don't care. It makes it seem like I'm not capable, dude. Why do us recovering addicts love sparkling ice so much? Dude, these things, first off, are super duper duper good. Crazy good. Like, these are packed. Like, there's a party in my mouth, dude, and you're all invited. All 260 of us. You're all invited to this party in my mouth, and it's a sparkling ice party, man. But it's a BYO sparkling ice, okay? I personally love the carbonation. Sparkling water, dude, I'm constantly drinking sparkling water. Black raspberry all day. Dude, I've never had this one. Emmy brought this one home today, and I was like, what is this? This is kiwi strawberry. For those that are interested, I don't know which direction the thing is. Kiwi strawberry. When we both tried this, we're like, dude, it just exploded in our psyches, dude. It was absolutely intense, man. Super delicious. It's flavorful down to the last drop. It maintains its fizziness, right? No, this is not lean. I haven't done any research on what lean is, but I know it's like, I've watched a lot of videos on people going like, I used to drink lean, but then I started to lose myself. Isn't lean like cough medicine and like something else, dude? Because we used to do that when we were kids. Like when we were like 12 years old. We drink a bunch of Robitussin. It was gross, dude. And it just an attempt to catch a fade and not be where we are, right? So is lean cough syrup, dude? Is that what you're saying? I got to do some like real information on this. You guys, so it's soda? Lean and soda? So cough syrup and soda? That sounds like something that we would do when the liquor stores or the liquor cabinets were locked, dude. But absolutely not. Okay, so you're saying, so lean is cough syrup and soda. And dudes are just sipping on that, dude? Like, that's bananas. That'll put you into a whole different, like, dimension, bro. Like, that'll bring on, like, full-on delusions, dude. Someone was telling him, he went viral on TikTok. He's like, I used to drink lean all the time, but then I started to, like, become a different person. I started to realize that my relationships were failing and that, like, I couldn't rap or I couldn't do these things. And then I was starting to get real sick. Bro, yeah, that makes sense. It's a toxin. We're putting poison in our body. What do we think is going to happen, man? But it's trippy, dude. So here's something else that's really important. It's prescribed cough syrup. Dude, that's ridiculous. I got to do that research in there because there's so many people who are struggling with all this stuff. We want to look at this and go like, what are our vices though? What are we actually leaning on? What does 2024 look like, man? Are we going to continue doing the same things? Are we going to continue practicing to escape our thoughts, escape our realities? Are we going to practice creating new ones? Are we going to actually use healthy mechanisms to help us get stronger so we can handle that crap that we would normally want to escape from? Or are we just going to sit here and pretend like things don't matter and then go the opposite direction, dude? Remember, dude, like we're here, we are supposed to make things matter. Nothing matters like just objectively on purpose, like as it is. Now, I don't matter. If you're here, you're making me matter. Like I'm just some dude with two hats. You see what I'm saying? So we look at our life and go like, what am I making matter? Am I making my health matter, dude? Am I making my friendships and relationships matter, dude? Like, where is my energy going? You've been struggling to try to get sober again and again and again. I get you, bro. So check it out. Once again, sobriety only takes 4 days, bro. We have to really look at this. We got to change perspectives on these things. So many people that I've worked with, remember this, dude, I have 2 incredibly powerful programs, dude, and like numerous solutions to help people not just get sober, but stay sober. First thing I want to remind everybody, you're not the one, dude. You're not the one. You're not the one that can't do it. Millions of people get sober and stay sober every single day. The unfortunate part about people that are getting sober is there's an equal amount of people that begin struggling on that same day. So the average amount of people, this is why I say you're not alone, bro. The average amount of people that are struggling every single day, literally in your exact position, brother, is 76 million people, dude. That's a lot of people. That's unfortunately just over 1% of the population is sitting here going, I literally can't imagine my life without alcohol. The coolest part about that is a shared experience. It's not something that is uniquely you. In your world, you are the center of it, which is why when someone goes like, you're not the center of the universe. That's true, but you are the center of your universe. Literally, if from your perspective, the universe starts with you and then it radiates out. The universe is everything around you. So you are the center of your universe, okay? With that said, man, it literally only takes 4 days for alcohol to process out of your body, man. I'm telling you, dude, you've done more difficult things than to entertain yourself for 4 days and wait patiently. Dead serious, man. If you put this down tonight, what day is it? Monday? By Thursday, you're just as sober as I am. I haven't had a drink of alcohol, dude, since July 7th to July 11th, 2017. You can't get more sober than sober. 100% sober is 100% sober. So when we talk about this, when people say like, dude, I just can't get sober, that's first off completely untrue. You can do it, dude. My question to you is, do you really want it? Or is it just this state of desperation? Because you got to remember this, dude. If we're not going into sobriety and going like, I'm going to make it through these first 3 or 4 days on a mission, on purpose, with intent, then what happens is we go through those few days with anxiety and despair and hopelessness. And from that space, that gives you another reason to drink, dude. Remember, you're drinking because you don't want to feel that feeling. But part of that feeling that you don't want to feel is created by not wanting to feel the feeling, dude. This is a very interesting cycle. So the trip is, okay, who cares about you getting sober, bro? I literally don't care if you're sober. You don't care if you're sober. Listen to what I'm saying. If you cared, you'd be it. You just would. If this was such an imperative issue for you and you cared deeply about it and it became a real problem, you would fix it. But you're not fixing it right now because what's happening is you're going, I can't do it. I just can't get sober. Not true. We have to go, I don't just want to get sober, dude. I want to be beyond sober. I don't just want to stop drinking alcohol. I don't just want to just get the toxicity out of my body. I literally want to be healthy. There's a major difference when we're going, Julia, when we're going, I just don't want to be in pain anymore. Cool. Who else doesn't want to be in pain? Everybody? Name one person that is sitting here going, you know what I want more of? I want more pain. Bring on the pain. Nobody wants to be in pain, dude. Especially you, okay? But everybody, most people, I'll say this, want something more. What is more than sober? What is more than sober? if you don't know what more than sober is, or have an idea of what beyond sober is, then the only thing you're going to be focusing on is the thing you don't want. And what is it that you don't want? The pain, dude. I don't want the pain. I don't want the addiction. I don't want the dependency. I don't want the circumstance. What circumstance? This circumstance. But I don't want that. You don't want what? This. Well, what do you want? I don't know. I just know I don't want that. Stop looking at what you don't want, dude. You have to want more for yourself, man. I want you to think of it like your kids, man. A kid, whatever. Do you look at your kid or look at your significant other or look at your partner and go like, you know what I love? I love that you're in just not pain. Or you sitting here going like, hey, what's up, Tony? Or are you going, I want more for you. I want more love, more health, more nutrition, more abundance, more gratitude, more peace, more creativity, more expansiveness, more money. I want more relationships. I want more opportunities. If the only thing you want is less of what you have, you're just programming yourself to stay put, Pete. What's up, dude? You're just programming yourself to focus on all the things that you are actively attempting to disconnect from. No one cares about your drinking. We care about your water intake. We care about your breathing. We care about your heart, dude. We care about your happiness. We care about your health. You want more. 100%. We all want more. Now, here's the craziest part. I personally feel like I have everything that I could ever want my entire life. No, that doesn't mean a Lamborghini and billions of dollars. None of that matters to me. I want very, very, very little. And the very little that I want, I actually have. Which means I can sit here and go, anything outside of me is literally more. So what specifically do I want more of? I want more connection, man. I want more friendship. I want more love, man. I want more family. I want more friendship. Like, you see what I'm saying? If I didn't say it already, I want these things. So getting sober or reaching a state of sobriety is the first step to more, dude. So we also have to remember this, dude. Less pain isn't more pleasure, okay? Less problems isn't more solutions. But more pleasure is 100% less pain. More solutions is 100% less problems, okay? We want to focus forward, dude. Sober for yourself, 100%, Steph. So here's the trick. Getting sober and staying sober for yourself is one of the most selfless things you will ever do in your entire life, man. You think I'm out here, dude, just going like, you know what, I'm a better person because the only thing I'm doing is taking care of other people and being there for other people and showing up like this. No, man, I am in the gym taking care of me because I am the center of my universe, dude. Laura, you are the center of your universe, your world, your reality. It's technically your sole responsibility to make sure that you're the healthiest person in that world. Technically, you're the only person in your world. If you're the only person in your actual world, then you're the healthiest, you're the sickest, you are the most expansive, and you're the most boring. You are all of the things that you're experiencing. So once again, just reaching sobriety, that's a powerful, powerful move. But just wanting to feel less of what we don't prefer isn't the same energetic weight as wanting more of what we know we deserve. We deserve health and happiness, man. You deserve the peace, dude. You deserve the love. All the things you want, you deserve them because you want them, man. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to sit here and go like, you know what? I have to do this, and that before I'm deserving of the things that I actually want. Dude, you're here. You're alive, man. You're aware. You're a person. You don't have to do an immense amount of things before you're allowed to receive what's rightfully yours, man. It took me years, dude. And the reason I say this and the reason why I show up in the ways that I do is it took me years to realize that I didn't need a reason to be happy. I just wanted one, man. I just wanted to look, I have this reason and this reason. Technically, when I say it, now that I say this out loud, it seems like the more reasons we have to be happy, the more difficult it is. And it's just because there's a reason to be happy doesn't mean it's easier to generate happiness. This is the phrase, Okay? Happiness is a skill, dude. Happiness is not something that you're just given. It's not an award. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're not just handed happiness. You're not just handed gratitude. You're not just handed success. Success is a feeling, dude. That's it. Success is a feeling. That's all it is. Happiness is something that we allow and we generate and we practice. So remember this. If we have a million things to be happy about and we're still not happy, don't you think that's a million reasons why we think there's something wrong with us? But if we simplify this and go, you know what, dude? I don't need a reason to be happy. I just choose to be. I just choose not to care. I just choose not to make things matter. I just choose to literally let these things go. I just choose not to, get involved. I just choose. Like, it's just something that I prefer. Life is easier when I'm not actively having to choose a reason to be happy. I just am. That's the most simple thing we could ever possibly do. Is eliminate all the reasons why we don't feel like we deserve the happiness that's rightfully ours. Is to go like, okay, well, I don't have this. I don't have to worry about that, blah, blah, blah. But where I'm going with all of this is simply not drinking, simply not consuming a toxin or a poison, or simply getting out of that relationship that isn't good for us is not going to automatically hand us that thing that is our responsibility to generate every single day. This is specifically why we have regimens. Do you know how much happiness is in this thing? Why is it just holding this sparkling ice? I start to giggle. Little girl like. Why is that? Is it because there's something funny with this? Is it because I practice laughing and I give myself permission to be happy for no reason and just holding it as a permission slip for me to act silly? I think that's what it is, man. But I wake up and I do these things. I walk around the house and I say these things. I listen to things that influence ways that I could be happy or create joy. I drink water, man. I sleep well. I rest often. I also move my body. My body's happy, dude. My body feels good. My body feels like it's where it's supposed to be. It feels like it's getting stronger. It's feeling like it's being utilized to its capacity, man. You've got limbs. You've got arms, bro. You've got ligaments. You got things you got to move. Your body is its own machine, dude. It literally is its own energetic force that needs love. More importantly, it wants to love you. And so as we start moving it and shaking it, right, and dancing around, doing whatever, we start to release the dopamine. We start to release the serotonin, the oxytocin, the love chemicals. We start to really feel the endorphins. As we start to feel those things, we really realize that it didn't take very much to just start feeling good. That's what 2024 is all about, dude. It's about how good can I feel. Not how good can I pretend to feel, but how great can I actually experience myself, dude. And it all starts with the most simplistic things, dude. Just drinking more water, dude. It's literally an anti-anxiety medicine. Take a nap, bro. If you hate everyone, eat something. If you hate yourself, take a nap. Or it's the other way around. If you hate yourself, take a nap. If you hate everyone, eat something. The better we feel, dude, the better we do. That's just how it goes. Can you talk about your surroundings? People say just have one or don't drink. I'm ditching a party. I'm going to repeat that one more time for my ADHD. Can you talk about how your surrounding people say just have one or don't drink? Ditching a party. Okay, so check it out. Anybody that's out here enabling you, not enabling, but encouraging you to practice toxic behavior are toxic, or they are practicing toxic behavior. You have no obligation to drink anything, dude. The only thing that you're required to drink is water. Without it, you die. There's not a single, listen to what I'm saying, healthy person that is ever going to attempt to make you feel bad for choosing yourself. When you choose to drink water or not drink at all, and somebody else is out here trying to make you feel bad for taking care of yourself, they are sick. They are sick. Why would we give our emotions away to sick people that don't care about how you feel? In their sick world, I say this because I used to be this type of person. Come on, bro. You got just one? Just one. Okay, well, just don't drink then. You can't have just one? What do you mean you can't have just one? You don't want just one? What are you watching your diet? Are you pregnant or something? Dude, just drink. Dude, we're all drinking. What are you even here for, bro? You're not going to get on our level? I can't even hear you if you don't have a drink in your hand, dude. Why are you here, man? Okay, here, fine. Just take mine. Just drink the rest of mine. It'll be fine. No, I don't even know your name, dude. Like, I don't even want to know your name unless you're drinking. That's a sick person. That's a toxic person. That's somebody that you don't need to associate with. I don't care if they're your family, dude. I don't care if they gave birth to you, man. I don't care if you were best friends since you were 5 years old. I don't care if you want to know these people. I don't care if they've paid you monies, bro. I don't care if you're in a bartering system with them. I don't care if they literally saved your life one point. You could call them hero, and they could still be the most toxic person you know. You're not obligated to drink a poison. You're not obligated to say yes to anything that isn't directly in alignment with who you are, how you want to feel, or what you believe you want to feel, or who you believe you're becoming. You are not obligated to do, say, feel, or interact with anything that is toxic, or even could be considered toxic, dude. That includes me. The second I start saying something that makes it seem like I am a toxic entity in your life, GTFO, bro. Leave the live. Don't ever come back. If you deem me toxic in your life, you're right. That doesn't mean objectively I'm out here to get you, but it doesn't mean that I didn't spark some toxic feelings in you. And if you're not ready for that, then you should probably go somewhere else into a place that you can handle. But this is where I'm going with this. It doesn't matter who it is. Your feelings are accurate. You can stand strong and stand pretty and stand proud in the fact that you're the one choosing not to drink, man. Those people, keep in mind, connect and relate to each other because they are equally toxic to themselves and others. Holy jeez, I'd like to introduce the most non-toxic person I've ever met in my entire life, dude. I'm just over here saying a bunch of words, dude. The pretty hasn't even entered the picture yet. What are you doing?
Well, I was writing notes because I've been bad about this, because I look at my phone too much because I'm still getting used to this.
Yes,
Hi.
Still getting used to it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Did you see that ponytail walk by? Goodness gracious, you're gorgeous.
Thank you. You're gorgeous too.
I'm doing what I can.
I whipped my own butt working out earlier, so this is the best I could do.
Okay. Do you see what I'm saying, dude? She's over here going like, I'm rearranging the entire living room so I can do handstands in the corner, taking pictures off the wall. Because you want to be healthy. Because that matters to you.
Yeah, and, throwing on some pointe shoes every once in a while and feeling like I can still do some ballet just makes a girl feel good on the first day of the year.
Yes, breaking your feet. That's always exciting.
It is. Hi, guys.
So we were talking about, I was just answering a question. Can you talk about how your surrounding people say just have one or don't drink? We're looking, technically this is peer pressure, social, enabling crap.
This is just such a phenomenon to me that going to a party or sorry, now I have my own hair in my mouth, sorry about that, that you go somewhere, anyone, and it's odd that you're not doing what everyone else is doing, or there's something wrong that you're not consuming alcohol. That's like going to a whole lot of 1996 at a coffee shop and everyone is smoking cigarettes inside, and you're the one that's like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, why aren't you smoking? What's wrong with you? Because I don't want to die right now, and I hate this fucking scent that's going on. Like, what is going on that you're just doing you, and that's a thing. You don't owe anybody anything. The explanation, I don't even know.
Goodness gracious, dude.
I'm just doing me. I'm having this fucking sparkling ice. I'm drinking a liquid death right now. Just do you. Oh my goodness, that's so silly. I can't believe that we're still there in 2024.
It's just human behavior, dude.
It is.
We all keep in mind.
Wrong?
I know we talk about this too. Like alcohol being one of the only substances that you're shamed for not consuming.
It's a bonding substance.
Right. Well, look. So in the same exact way that you and I could bond over fitness and health and meditation, spirituality, all these things, literally drinking 2 different kinds of water, right?
This is delicious, by the way.
So that's liquid death. This is sparkling ice. It's water.
First time I've had this one, but...
Super dope. Is it?
It's the iced tea and agave. Rest in peach.
I could eat a peach for hours. The point is that we relate from water. So we're looking at the same you like this water, I like that water. We like water. We make sense.
What's
right?
wrong with you? Why did you bring that water in this party? Yeah. I don't know why you're drinking that water. We're all drinking this water. What's wrong with you?
That's toxic, man. So if and I even said this to you, the second that I start becoming a toxic influence in their life, they should leave the live. They shouldn't hang out. They should turn the podcast off. They should stop watching my content. But the truth with this is that we even talked about this. I'm the devil in some people's book, dude. I'm horrible influence in some people's life. But that doesn't mean objectively that what I'm saying or what I'm doing is actual toxic behavior. That means that however you're feeling in that moment is objectively true for you. So if what I'm saying is triggering you, or if what somebody else is saying is triggering you, and that makes you want to escape, you're right? But if that person or if that space is actively attempting to convince you to practice toxic behavior, dude, it's a hell no, dude. Oh my goodness.
So I'm going to read back on some of this. I just wanted to, this was a while ago. So Matt_M2288, I hope you're still here. I wrote this down for you because I know that we've responded back and forth a couple times. He had a question for you. Suggestions to get through day 3. This seems to be his hardest day, and he has done so well. Yeah. So congratulations.
Dude, that's amazing.
Super happy about that.
Okay, so
super proud of you.
We talked about this just a little bit. Day 3 is the hardest. I put a video out about this. It's actually blown up. Matt's over here. What's up, dude?
Hey, good. Yeah. Okay, good.
So day 3 is when the anxiety kicks in. Day 3 is when your body is having a real neurochemical, physiological response to the inactivity in your system. It's the same way that, like, let's just say this. Let's say her and I went to, what was the last thing we went to? Let's just say we went to a festival or something together.
Sure.
All right, Disco Lines was playing, okay? And we're in a you know, a ton of people. And we're at the front of this crowd. And we're used to being up in the front. And I turn around and she's not there. My body is automatically going to go like, what happened? Where'd you go? Like, hey, did you go? Did she go to another place? Did she meet people? Did something happen? That's the same type of feeling that happens when we stop drinking alcohol. So you've been at the front lines of the alcohol parade. And, you know, day 3 comes around. And then, you know, once again, your body is starting to realize that you're not at the front anymore. The crowd is changing. The entire environment is starting to shift. And you're like, I don't recognize this crowd anymore. That's another way of your body saying, I don't recognize the lack of alcohol in my body. I've prepared and have been operating with the same crowd, with the same feelings, in the same space, right? For so long, what's happening? Where'd everybody go? And it's got this last kind of gripping attempt to, like, basically bring out the bullhorn and go, hey, dude, where you at? Where's the alcohol? Like, there's a problem. There's an issue. We have anxiety. There's no alcohol here. Hey, someone needs to tap this keg, bro, because we're out, right? That anxiety right there is the last stitch before your body starts to go, oh, okay, so there's no problem? Oh, it's just, okay, so we're fine. Like, it's just, we could still drink, just not alcohol. Maybe we're switching alcohols. My point is that your body, alcohol is going to attempt to bring itself back into your life as this last stitch to basically get you to have one more. Alcohol, it's a parasite, dude. It doesn't want to operate outside of your body, okay? So that's where that anxiety comes in. So here's the interesting part about this. Water is your best friend on day 3. Water is your best friend, period, dude. Literally, it's an antidepressant. Okay, I know day 3 you're starting to have those thoughts. It's an anti-anxiety element, which that anxiety that we're talking about, that's like, where's the alcohol at? When you're replacing alcohol with water, it has more of what, your body has more of what it actually needs. Therefore, it has a slightly less reason to spike that anxiety. So if you could tone it back a little bit by drinking more alcohol, you're going to have an easier ride. The other thing that we're going to recommend, of course, is to make sure that you're eating healthier at this point. No, I don't mean like start a diet or doing anything like that. What I do mean is you don't want to be putting a bunch of like Taco Bell and Chipotle all these heavy foods. You don't want to have all these kind of like processed elements in your body, because that's underlying unnecessary stress in your system as well. Remember this, dude, when your body feels like crap, it's going to attempt to get your attention. It's either going to make your stomach all sideways, it's going to bring up anxiety. You may even start having some crazy thoughts, some weird feelings, things like that. Your body is attempting to adjust. The other thing that we want to do is, obviously, stop kicking it with the people that bring on that anxiety, dude. Like, we don't want to stay in the same environment that we've been practicing consuming in, or that has been giving us another reason to drink. So if we could isolate ourselves, or at least kick it with somebody that's super relaxing, that can be there for us, that could say nice things, or at least not say mean things, or, you know, less
toxic positivity kind of, why aren't you drinking at the party type of thing.
Well, you'll be fine, it's whatever.
Just one, it's fine tonight.
We want people that are actually going to encourage us to continue drinking water, or be around nobody.
Or
Isolation
just leave
is amazing.
if people suck that bad.
Yeah, 100%.
Like your car, an Uber, a taxi, a friend is always...
Well, we're talking about day 3, like, so not drinking.
I'm
if
just
you're
saying, like,
public,
getting out of an environment. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm writing at the same time because I'm bad at this, and I'm trying to write down people that want
you
to
are
be
not
answered.
bad at this.
No,
Don't talk to you like this.
No, you know what I'm saying, babe.
I get
Like,
what you're saying.
this is your platform. This is what you
This
do.
is your platform.
I...
What are you talking about? Stop talking to you like that.
Will someone
Stop
please help
talking to you like that.
understand?
I understand what you're saying.
I'm doing the best I can with my ADHD, and also just all the and I'm trying to write down things
You're killing it.
that are being missed, because you're doing you, and you.
I got you. I know you're on fire. I love it. You're amazing.
Well,
I'm
just
truly
trying to help people feel heard.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, no,
Matt feels heard. We're talking about it right now.
And you're doing so great.
Okay, so she's absolutely correct.
But again, on day 3, if that's the thing, and you need to get out of it.
Well, day 3, dude, if you're surrounded by people that make you want to drink,
peace.
Outie, right? And then the last thing that we want to consider, of course, we want rest, we want sleep if possible, maybe some ibuprofen. There's nothing magical about this process. It's literally just kind of a waiting game where you're going, okay, I'm actively consuming less poison. Remember, that poison is the same reason why you have anxiety. If you drink alcohol, you automatically have more cortisol. So that cortisol that's in your system that's caused by drinking alcohol also needs to dissipate. Your machine is constantly detoxing, dude. This is why we need to drink as much water as possible. That's what our liver is. Our liver is the filter of our body. So if it's lubricated and our stomach is lubricated, our brain is lubricated, and we're not stressed out, we're going to diminish that anxiety on day 3 and kind of coast into day 4. Day 4 is, once again, when your body realizes, oh, dude, we're now using water as fuel instead of alcohol. So there's less anxiety, less depression, more energy, dude. Lots more focus, and you've reached a pure state of sobriety, which means you actually start to get really excited and you start to celebrate. At that point, you may start to realize that the anxiety comes back, but that's not actually anxiety. That's excitement that you've actually moved through the entire process of getting sober. At that point, we talk about recovery and staying sober long term.
So Natlis has been really active on this, talking about puking every day, puking up water even when she tries to drink. How do you get past day 1? All of that. I don't know how you want to answer that. She's kind of piggybacked with a guy named Chris Johnson Bow, B-A-U-G-H, also puking every day, and you're sick of it. Chris, I'm so glad that you reached out and that you said something, and that Natlis, again, you both are kind of piggybacking off of each other from what I can get through on this. I would love for you to answer how you got through. I mean, obviously your story went right into the hospital.
I was dead, dude.
But I mean, this would be a part of the single shot method. Speaking about that, maybe they don't know about that 100%. And how they can get further on not puking up just the water that they're trying to drink and become sober enough that they can settle themselves.
Right. Got it. Okay. So super powerful stuff here. One of the things that I used to do when I was drinking is I would take a shot, go throw up, take another shot. I didn't want to waste the alcohol. There was a circumstance in which my body was actively rejecting the medicine. If you're puking, if you're throwing up water and your body is just having this automatic response to continue getting this out of your system, first off, we have to realize that that's not normal behavior. Most people on the planet aren't going to find themselves in that circumstance unless they've had too much. This same thing would happen. We were talking about you puking the other day, dude. When you there's something in your body that's not supposed to be
not
there.
Not related to that.
Not related,
correct.
right? Yeah. We're talking about food poisoning, okay? Oh. Throwing up is throwing up, dude. Okay? The trip is that when your machine is actively rejecting something, that your body is attempting to keep you safe. It is literally going, there's a poison, there's a toxin, there's something that's not supposed to be here. Your immune system is fighting it off. Alcoholics or narcissists, we'll talk about that in a little bit. And it's attempting to get it out. Now, here's the thing, dude. If you find yourself in that position, like this is an extreme case, kind of like mine. If you're throwing up while you're drinking alcohol and you're throwing up when you're drinking water, your body is in such dire need that you may need medical support. This is when you want to talk to a doctor. This is where they go like, okay, let's get you hydrated. Because look, dude, you have to be able to drink water. You have to be able to eat food. You have to be able to rest. Without these bare necessities of life, it seems impossible. This is why, first off, I couldn't just wean myself off of alcohol because I had a full-on physical addiction. I needed it to live. It became my medicine. This is how I ended up in the hospital, throwing up blood, veins bursting in my throat, my stomach filling, all this stuff, surgeries, 4 hospitals, all that stuff, 3 hospitals, all that stuff. It was intense, man. We don't want to take these things lightly. We don't want to sit here and just go like, oh, I'll just take another shot and drink through it. That's what I did. That's how you end up bright yellow. That's how you end up with ascites. That's how you end up with water retention, dude, swollen, thick. That's how you end up dying. That's why 3.3 million people die every year is because they go like, if I can't drink alcohol without throwing up and I can't drink water without throwing up, I might as well just drink. This is horrendous, dude. This is the toxicity. This is the alcohol with its greatest grips. I say all of this to bring density and awareness to what that looks like, mainly because most of us are going to attempt to avoid the withdrawals, and we're going to find ourselves in circumstances that are too far gone. We're too far gone when we start to look like a minion, dude. We're too far gone when we start making excuses about our drinking habits. We're too far gone when we think or are trying to make excuses about why this is normal behavior, why it's still under control, why it's not a problem, why it's our high tolerance, why, you see what I'm saying? This is not what normal people look like, dude. This is what sick people look like. And this is what happens when we don't take these ailments seriously. We end up in the hospital. Most people that I've met have been in the hospital, know someone that's in the hospital, or someone has died from the exact same things that I struggled with, man. Like, I'm an anomaly, bro. Like, most people don't make it. Mm-hmm. With that said, I say all of this to just bring the density and awareness to what that feels like, what that looks like, to introduce a method that I created that's helped countless people get their life back, okay? At least to reach a lower intake of alcohol. It's called the single shot method. Single shot method is literally this, okay? You can't make an excuse on this, dude. You need to either create an average or calculate your average. Let's just say this. Let's just say on average you're having 10 drinks a day. For the next week, it's Monday right now. This is for everybody if you're struggling. This week, you're going to practice drinking 9 if 10 was your average. 10 is what you usually drink every day. Now you're going to pull 1 away or take 1 shot away, or take 1 ounce of alcohol away, 1 glass of wine away, whatever it is, from your normal average intake. For the rest of this week, you're going to practice daily drinking 1 less, okay? Single shot. When you get good at drinking that new number, in this case it would be 9, the next week you're going to practice drinking 8. When you get really good at practicing drinking 8, then obviously you're going to get really good at practicing drinking 7. This is slowly going to decrease your intake and basically optimize your body. The trick with this is you also want to be drinking water. So along with your alcohol intake, even though you're drinking less, you also want to be fueling your body with actual, real fuel that your body is made of. Not only is it going to help your liver process everything out of your system, it's going to lubricate your organs, lubricate your brain, it's going to lubricate your body and your skin. It's going to improve your diet, lower anxiety, remove a little bit of that depression, and it's going to help all those 1,400 chemicals and 50 hormones in your body start to optimize themselves, even though you're still drinking alcohol. That's power. Some people call that harm reduction. Other people call that weaning yourself off. I call that the single shot method. You can go to singleshotmethod.com or make it really easy. Go to my page, click the link in my bio, scroll down till you see single shot method, click it. Boom. The video's right there, dude. It's 2 clicks away. Watch it. It's under 30 minutes, but it could save your life or someone you know. That doesn't mean you're not going to have an upset stomach. It doesn't mean you're not going to be nauseous. It doesn't mean that it's going to be this like easy peasy thing. But it is going to be less painful. And if you're in a position where less pain sounds like the best thing you could ever possibly imagine, then the single shot method may literally save your life, man. It's saved countless people before. You're amazing.
Hi, you're amazing. I love what you were saying.
Thank you.
I'm so tired right now. Hi. Okay, so just to get back to a bunch of you, RSU, RSJ, I wrote so fast. Is Gatorade mix okay, or just straight water? Dude, just water. But if you can't just drink water and you need to get into something that feels other than alcohol but is fueling you, do the Gatorade mix. But straight water for sure,
Drink water, dude.
Faded Owl 84, is there any help with gout? Your husband is dealing with that. If he stops drinking, the gout comes back. Not a medical professional, but really, really good at inflammation and any kind of gut health stuff. That's this girl. Can't really say for sure. Talk to a doctor. But I would say this is an inflammatory response. So he's taking all the inflammatories away. Thus, his immune system is thrusting out of control. And then the gout is coming back. The gout's always there. That's the trip. So he has to be, and this is just me, again, not being a medical professional. I can't tell you exactly. I would love to know his numbers and all of that. I have gout too. Did you? Yeah.
Acid reflux, the whole thing. That's alcohol. It's acid. That's the sugars in alcohol.
His pH has to be off the charts. Like, I would say apple cider vinegar, drink that every morning. I mean, I have a million things that I would suggest, but I would go to some holistic healers over MDs. Maybe use them in conjunction with each other if you can. I don't know where you live. And
hey, Michael, what's up, dude?
But I would definitely do some anti-inflammatory things, some cupping, acupuncture, definitely get some gluten, dairy, all of that out of the diet. Obviously alcohol, but slowly 100%. is the key, because you rip that off again. That's just a surge to his immune system going, now I have a response. I'm in fight or flight. I don't know what's going on. So now I'm just going to amp up what I already know to be true. And that's just going to keep him in that cycle, which is going to keep him drinking, which is going to keep him doing the things.
100%.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, you're magic. Yes. The other part of this is those that are struggling with alcohol and also have gout, acid reflux. You got to remember this, dude. Like, the reason why I started throwing up blood, aside from what's called esophageal varices, is I was throwing up so often that the bile, the acids, all the things that were in my throat were eroding the quality of my esophagus. This is where I had this permanent burn in my throat. And I would actually drink more alcohol just to make the burn go away. And in reality, I was upsetting my stomach. I was agitating what was in my stomach. But what was in my stomach, aside from it being alcohol and juice, it was horrible foods. Foods that make you inflamed. Foods that make you have acid reflux. We're eating pizza. We're eating cheese. We're eating dairy. It's not possible. I got to say this. I have to bring absolute density and awareness to this. You cannot be a 100% healthy human being with a literal poison in your veins. You can't. That's the opposite of the definition of being healthy, dude. You could practice healthy behavior. You can go to the gym all day, every day, and then come home and take 10 shots. You're not a healthy person if there's toxicity in your veins like that. We also got to remember this. Alcohol isn't just sitting in your belly, babe. It's not. It's in your eyes. It's in your brain. It's in your... anywhere the veins go, the alcohol flows. That's why we call it under the influence. Literally. To a cellular level, a microscope, right? Alcohol is in absolutely everything. So once again, dude, as we practice consuming less alcohol, we also slowly want to take our diet into consideration as well. Drink way more water. Do the reverse. Don't just quit, but start a slow transition. And in time, you start to realize that, oh, goodness gracious, it's not that my gout is gone. It's that it's just not so bad. My acid reflux isn't so bad. My throat is feeling better. I actually have more energy now. My diet's starting to get a little bit better. All of these things start to slowly improve. But just quitting the alcohol, just like removing it, it actually can cause like this reverse action and make the gout and make those symptoms even worse.
Brooke D and Lisa, 1 year sober, both of you guys. It
What?
like
Homegirl Christy was here saying 365 days.
Right, her too. I'm just now getting to that. Brooke D said liver and kidney failure and made it to 1 year sober. Lisa,
Holy
1 year sober
geez,
today. That's
dude. That's bananas, man.
Way to start the year so beautifully.
Holy
That's amazing.
crap. That is amazing. That's seriously amazing, dude.
That's the sexiest thing I probably have heard within the last 35
well,
minutes.
We say sexy things to each other, but that's pure sexy.
That's what I'm saying. The last 35 minutes. Like, 35 minutes. That's the sexiest thing I've heard in the last 35. Hey,
dude, for real,
job,
dude.
girls.
Look, 3:30. We're gonna see that 3:33 real soon here.
Ooh,
hey, something I do want to mention to everybody here, man, is your thumbs can save a life, man. No joke. So every time you guys double tap, you guys can push this out to the FYP and it can reach the right person. I can't even tell you how many people I've met personally from TikTok, because that's what I do as a sobriety master coach and recovery specialist, where they're like, dude, I was just scrolling, man. I was doom scrolling. I was ready to end it all. And then your live popped on my feed. I'm now 2 years sober. I just had a kid. Had that live not come across my feed, I would have ended my life that night. And it's because of the power of your thumbs, literally just letting TikTok know that this live is important, that you guys are engaging. If for no other reason, it's because you like what we're saying, man. That's really it. I do want to say this. Check this out, man. For those that have survived liver failure or have had major liver complications, most people won't make it past, Lori! Most people won't make it past 1 year, dude. About 43% of people, less than half, are going to live through 1 year. So the fact that you didn't just reach sobriety, but you made it to 1 year, that puts you at a much higher percentage of people that are capable of actually living a long and healthy life. I'll be 7 years without alcohol since liver failure in July, right? So what, 6 months from now? May, June, 7?
Yeah.
7, right?
Yeah, 6. Wait, no, 7.
7 months.
No.
Yes.
Sorry.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July. 7. Yeah.
7,
I should know
11,
this. Right? It's on the clock every day. 7.
And also, it's the first day. It's the first of the year. They know this.
Oh, that is true. It is January 1st.
It is January
Time isn't
1.
real.
I know. It isn't real. It's a whole different life.
It's a totally new thing. I caught this asking if I still drink. Do I drink
yeah.
alcohol?
I would not. We would not be kicking it if no he can't. He would die.
I would die to start with, dude. I had stage 4 cirrhosis. My liver is shot. So aside from that, here's where I also talk about this. Aside from the fact that my liver has been shot for a long time, but I've spent over 6 years in recovery, it's a poison. It's a toxin. It literally causes and is directly associated with 7 types of cancer, dude. There's no way. Had I known all of this, had we known all of this in DARE program, dude, they just taught us how to drink alcohol. That's it. Like they just scared us into wanting to drink it. Had we been told from the get-go that it's a literal poison, a toxin, dude, a carcinogen, a disinfectant. Eric, I was just talking about you, bro. What up, baby? So stoked to see. I was telling you, man. When I was saying those thumbs have saved a life, that's the man I'm talking about, dude. That dude was ready to end it all, dude. Found me in a jacuzzi. Now he's years beyond sober. He is the veteran support specialist, man, for the Beyond Sober Masterclass and program. That dude's been to war, dude. Not only with his own mind, but for the country, dude. He is saving lives left and right, dude. You see Eric in here, man? You want to follow that man. Absolutely phenomenal story, dude. Everything he's been through, everything that he's continuing to do, dude, is just next level. And he's arriving with a vengeance, man. He's straight up showing up. If you are struggling, dude, specifically, if you have PTSD, CPTSD, you've struggled with like being in the military, anything like that, if the word veteran sparks interest to you, that's your man right there. Feel free to reach out to him. His DMs are open. He's out here saving lives. Jacob, dude, I see you, brother. He is the man that you want to talk to, dude. His story is so unique, man. So powerful. And when I say that I work with and represent and speak on behalf and are connected with some of the strongest people on the planet, he is one of the humans that I'm specifically referring to. Next level stuff, dude. I am so proud of this person. I'm so proud to know him. It brings me joy to call him a friend and to know that he's here. It's seriously one of the most magical things, knowing that me sharing my story and this community here being interactive had the capacity to save someone's life. And not only that, he created a life. He's got babies. He's got anniversaries. He's got all these amazing things to look forward to and things that have recently passed, man. I'm super stoked, dude. You definitely want to follow him. That's for sure. I know you got something magical.
Do you miss DJing in clubs? Seeing you a decade ago spinning. That was fun.
That's crazy, dude. So this is blast from the past type stuff. Do I miss DJing in clubs, dude? That's a good question. I miss turntablism. If you guys know my story, dude, I was a DJ for about 16 years, spun records, numerous agencies, played with celebrities. I did over 5,000 events in my career. I even left the Art Institute of LA to, spin records professionally. I partied. So that club scene, that rave scene, being an unhealthy person in a toxic environment at that time is how I developed alcoholism and eventually led to my death. There are moments that I recall that I don't necessarily miss, because I'm not sitting here going, I miss being looked at. I miss thousands of people screaming my name or dancing to my music. Because here's the truth, man, is that feeling of being seen is what this beautiful human does. I am seen every single day. I am recognized, I am noticed, I am praised, I am honored and respected. I am the DJ of her life, and she's sitting here just going like, you're my favorite song. That's all I was searching for when I was DJing. That's all that I wanted when I was drinking. So I get to feel like I'm DJing for a crowd of love and light and energy and just dynamics all day, every day. And I say that to bring density to the fact that we're all searching for a feeling, whether it's with alcohol, whether it's with the person. The best thing and the worst thing that's ever going to happen to us is a feeling. And if we could give ourselves permission or create a positive excuse to experience that feeling without needing to chase it with external resources, we get a chance to step in and feel that forever and always. And then we get a chance to share that with people who are capable of receiving it. In my case, it is this beautiful human being right here, which is, it's next level stuff, dude. So do I miss DJing in clubs? No, but I do miss having turntables, because that would be fun.
Well, when we're going to do that. We all want to do that. The girls and I, we're all we're inner DJs. What was the thing that we said like a while ago?
What was that?
You're the rhythm and I'm the movement.
Right.
That
right.
He's the music and I'm the dancer.
Yes.
Yeah, you're the rhythm and I'm the movement. So that's just like what we're going to do. It's going to happen.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Hey, friend, hey! Sammy Lee, grief and trauma coach. You guys see Sammy over here, dude? I'm telling you this. This is someone that you definitely want to know, too. Sammy is the lead grief and trauma coach for the Beyond Sober program. The reason for that is not only is she an incredible, incredible human being, she's a mom, she's a friend, dude, she's a partner, she's just pure badassery. Aside from the very basics that describe Sammy as Sammy, her experience has put her in a position to help countless people process grief. Not just grief from alcohol or caused by substances, but grief from deaths, grief from emotional instability, grief from trauma. She has been through some of the gnarliest things. It's crazy to talk about. She experiences a new death like every year. Like, I haven't even experienced one death, and she's like, this is just one of those things that happens. Like, I swear, it's like every other month, someone I know, someone I'm related to is passing on. And she has found herself in an incredibly powerful place to help people not just move through grief, but to actively process it. 222, I see it right here, dude. Oh my goodness gracious. But to actively utilize that grief to get stronger, to get healthier, to escape the toxins, to escape the emotional weight of the unprocessed love. Sammy knows undeniably and undoubtedly that grief is usually just unexpressed love. The love that we wish we could have given to that person, whether it was a family member or a friend or even a TV star or whatever it is. But we wish we could have shared that love and that energy with that person. And now that that person is gone, or now that that circumstance has dissipated, we have this grief. It's this emotional weight that feels like it's working against us. She is the woman that you want to talk to. She's the woman you want to follow. She's the woman you want to support. She's absolutely phenomenal. Not only that, she's helped some of the best of us process our grief. She's helped me on numerous occasions process loss, process difficult realities. She supported me when I was super low, super weak, dude. Incredible human being, dude. So definitely give her a follow, dude. Definitely support what she's up to. I know you have something magical, huh?
Well, Crystal was asking, is there a place where people here communicate?
Place where people here communicate, as in off of TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's actually thousands of us that continue communication, and these people are in 2 or 3 different places. So if we're not communicating right here on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're also on Marco Polo. Both of the groups that we communicate in are private, and that's because they're specifically for people who are actively practicing the Beyond Sober Masterclass. We are actively linking people who are in the same kind of space in their journey. And so the way you get access to the Marco Polo community, which is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, the way you gain access to the Facebook community, which is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people actively communicating about how well they're doing and helping others succeed in their journey, is by joining the Beyond Sober Masterclass. It's that simple. If you're even remotely curious, you want access to our private groups, and you want to grow exponentially with support like you've never seen before, then you want to hit the link in my bio or go to beyondsober.org. Jump into the masterclass. You get a chance to meet me personally. You get a chance to connect with the community privately. Everything is anonymous, man. But what's most important is it is self-paced. So there's no sitting in a room. You have to follow these specific things or else. It is a holistic approach to your success. So what success looks like to you is the type of success that we all want to help you reach. And we want to help you reach it in your own way, man. Not only that, you can just connect with me personally. So if you hit that link in my bio, you could ask me a question. You could ask her a question. We'll respond right back to you. Maybe we'll send you some resources or some other apps and things that we use to, maintain connection. But yeah, dude, I love that you're even interested in that.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Word, dude.
I mean, there's random things here and there, but I can't keep up with all of it, and that's all I really got.
If you wanted to help, you would do it free. You join AA. That's a really, really powerful phrase right there. A couple things that I'd like to say about that is sobriety is free. You don't need AA. You don't need my programs. You don't need my podcast. You don't need to know me. You don't need the 4,200 videos that I've released on TikTok. You don't need the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of me personally helping you for free. You also don't need to go to sponsormysobriety.com and drop your information and get the entire masterclass for free. If you want something free, just go get it. But here's the trick, dude. Nobody takes free things seriously, ever. And more importantly, in regards to programs like that, if they wanted you fixed, they'd help you fix yourself. If they wanted you healed, you'd be healed. But there's a difference between sobriety and recovery. No one cares that you're sober. Do you care that I'm sober?
No, and I have
Do you care that they're sober? Who cares that you're sober? We care that you're recovering. If you're involved in something free that isn't helping you improve your quality of life, then it's actively keeping you sick for free. If you want free, you're going to get free. There's no charge for a reason.
Because there's nothing for free, bitches.
Dude,
Sorry,
$1 million organizations are benefiting from your
based and
sickness.
there's a fucking...
Dude, it's nonstop, man. So here's the thing. I encourage you to go to AA. If that's what's going to dunk your little cookie, go for it. We'll bring the milk, man. You could triple dunk.
I'll
No
go
one's
get it
going
from
to
the
care.
Amish down the street.
100%, dude. We'll find some almonds and we will squish them.
Squish
the almonds.
Squish them.
Right? But here's the trip, dude. If you actually want to evolve as a person, you want to link with a community that is equally as evolved. You want to connect in a way that literally opens up your entire worldview, personal view, universal view. And you want to literally not just escape the pain, but step into the density of pleasure and joy, peace, happiness, gratitude, understanding, enlightenment, dude. And you're going to want to invest in yourself. And you can't invest in yourself for free. You need to spend your time, your energy, or your resources.
I'm laughing at Mike Echoback because little Cookie do the laugh. Sorry. And stacking like pancakes. I'm going on 7 months sober.
No way, dude. That's amazing, dude. What was it? Sobriety stacking like pancakes?
It's just a stack like pancakes. Are you a mom?
My mom?
No,
Your
stack
mom.
like
You hate AA? Making money off sobriety. AA is 100% making money off sobriety, dude. They make millions and millions and millions.
Have you even
millions
researched Bill W at all?
Dude.
Like, the guy was brilliant in a lot of ways, but it ain't.
It's a business, dude.
Yeah.
100%. And dude,
this is so shocking. Like that, so many people just go off about. I was raised in AA.
Yeah.
Can I just speak for a second?
You didn't go to AA. Like,
no,
you were
I was
in AA.
raised in AA, and I have no qualms about that. That saved my mom's life, dude. My mom has been sober for 35 years. She would not care that I'm calling her. My mom's a fucking baddie when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Recovery is a different circumstance. And I know a bunch of people. They were our family. I'm an only child. I didn't have a lot of family around here. I was raised very isolated. My life was in AA. Coloring books with everyone smoking cigarettes, fucking running over the big book. 6 years old. I'm 41, okay? That was my life. Alateen, Al-Anon, engaged to an alcoholic. There's a lot there.
Yeah.
Okay, so no one's going to tell me about AA because I literally lived it. So, being with a person like this, you can do you. Okay, this is the trick. You can do you. Yeah. You can do you all day long, but you don't, one, have to be here. Two, it's the first day of the year. Fucking go do what's best for you. Don't fucking all rain all over the goodness parade because you got a little fucking ash in your ashtray over something like this. Like, if you don't like, he's selling something, I'm out of here. I saw someone say something like that.
Are we triggered off AA?
No, dude, I'm triggered that people think that because he's got a program that he developed because that didn't work for him. Yeah. Which is not saying fuck AA or I think AA is shit or AA is terrible.
AA is dope, dude.
No, it just didn't work. It's another alternative. I know so many successful people in OA, NA, sex addicts, love addicts. There are so many amazing human beings that I know and that I still connect with that are in 12-step programs related to Bill W's formula. There's nothing wrong with it. What's wrong with what I'm saying, what's wrong with what y'all, not all of you, but some of you are saying on this is I don't appreciate, because one, I'm real protective like that. I'm a big lion like that. Like no one's going to fuck with my person. One, two, you have a choice. Yeah. You have a choice to one, get off your fucking phone or your computer. Two, you can go do what's best for you. And three, if that is the single shot method, beyondsober.org, the community, what people are saying, if none of that works for you, do the thing that we were talking about in the beginning, which is go find something that's healthy for you.
Put your feet in the grass.
Go fucking stand outside. You know what? Go take a cold shower for 3 minutes and call me back and tell me how grumpy you are. Get the dopamine going. Get something going for you. Stop hiding behind your screen and being pissed off that someone has a different alternative, something that
here's the truth.
Worked for them and for
It's
thousands
worked
of
for
other people.
Thousands of other people.
There's nothing negative about that. And if you love AA, go love it.
Yeah.
Go do it.
That's true, dude.
Do it.
My greatest haters are people that had to suffer through their sobriety.
About it. For someone that was raised in it, it just shocks me. Like, the people I know in AA, I'm sorry. If that trips them up too, sorry. But if that's really that pissy for you at 8:24 Eastern at night, go to bed, boo-boo.
Yeah, dude.
Take a nap.
Late.
Take a nap.
Here's the crazy part, man. A lot of people don't talk about this. And keep in mind, I support AA 100%. Very left-brained. If that's how you learn, that's how you grow. Get it, girl. We got ADHD, man. You're not going to find us thriving in a box.
And Al-Anon, same. I tried for years.
Yeah.
Again, no offense to anybody else. It's a beautiful program for people.
Facts.
Beautiful. It saves so many. I know so many beautiful people there. It just didn't work for moi.
Check it out.
That's it.
It didn't. Listen to what. This is the trip, though. A lot of people don't talk. 3 hacks. Holy crap. I appreciate you, bro.
Oh, my goodness.
Is that it doesn't work for most people. That is the unfortunate part.
Look at the stats.
It doesn't work for most people. There's 10 out of every 100 people are going to get the results that they went to AA for, which is either getting sober or staying sober. One of those. 10. Jacob, are you one of the 10 people that are going to benefit from being literally, what is that, banished into a room of torture? Hold up. Banished into a room. Nobody wants to be in AA, and no one is going there willingly. We're all doing it against our will. We're all doing it against our might, because we don't want to have to be in that room. Most of the people that go into that room, which is at 95%, end up drinking again and end up actually relapsing, dude. That means that you got to remember this. If 95%, if 95 out of 100 people go into a room and only 5 of those people get the results, that is a 95% failure. That's insane to talk about. And what's crazy is the 5% of people that got the results want to talk crap about the 95, thinking that they're more superior. They want to create that guilt and create that shame and do all those things. Look at his pupils. It's another one, dude. I love this, man. Look at them, baby.
I've looked at them extra close.
Dude. Just look at them. Look at how tiny they are. Holy shit.
It's not that there's like multiple fucking...
I love it, dude. That's amazing.
Nick Herring, okay, honey, you also need a cold shower so badly. And a nap, honey. I've read some of your things. Like, you need a big hug. I would love to hug you. I would love to give you a cold shower. And I would love for you to breathe, baby. Just because this doesn't work with your opinion does not mean that it's not a truth. It's just not your belief. And, honey, just go to bed. Okay.
Speaking of pupils, it's nap time, dude.
It is.
What is this? What was this? So 36 years clean with AA. That's amazing, dude.
And that's gorgeous.
I love that, man. Whatever. Once again,
my mom's
whatever
35. That's so. It's literally one of the sexiest things
super
about
powerful.
someone when they say that. I'm like, hoo-hoo.
Yeah, dude. When I met her, that's what she said. She's like 35 years clean. Like, that's amazing.
Fucking amazing.
Like I'm like a few years older than that. You've been clean since I was like 3 years old.
Right.
That's insane.
And she did it on her birthday like a baddie.
Yeah, dude,
like,
that's next level.
When you want to celebrate, you know what I mean?
So here's the trip, and this is where we look at modern solutions, man. You got to keep in mind, it's just like any solution, any school, any opportunity. Not everyone can be hired, and not every opportunity is for everyone. Nobody really learns the same. No one grows the same. We all have the same capacity. But remember this. Our ability to do something, like I can do this, does not mean we have the capability of doing it. Just because I can go to AA and say no to alcohol doesn't mean I have the capacity of evolving into somebody that doesn't need AA. You gotta keep in mind, dude. Like, this is where we're going with this. The solution isn't in your ability to say no. You see what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. If going into a room is the only reason you're not punching someone in the face, and if you're not in that room, there is a very high chance that you're going to punch someone in the face. We're not impressed. That's not cool. We are impressed when you don't want to punch someone because of that room. You went into that room wanting to punch someone in the face. Now that you don't want to punch people in that face, you don't need to be in that room. That's called recovery. That's a solution. But certain programs need you to still want to punch people in the face, so you keep going back. So that program still works. I personally don't think the success of a program is based on your ability or your necessity on needing that program. I bank the success of a program on the inability of needing that program. I don't need it anymore. Cool. That's because you're recovered. It's because you found a permanent solution. That's because you're beyond what the point of the program or the point of the opportunity is. When you find yourself in the beyond, which is what the Beyond Sober Masterclass is, you realize that the only thing that you need is you. And it doesn't matter how many times you say no to something. Nobody cares. It comes down to how many times you're saying yes to things that are actually good for you. That's sexy. That's what we want. That's what makes sense. That's what feels right. Erica knows exactly what I'm talking about. Recovered, right? So here's the trick. We talk about recovery. Like, you got to keep in mind, dude, we're around alcohol all the time. There's alcohol in the house, man. We're not sitting here going like, we need to have it. We have a problem. Or I'm an ex-alcoholic. You need to get that out of my house or the house or out of my vicinity. Recovered means you don't have an emotional entanglement with something that doesn't need to be in your body. You're not controlled by it. You're not a slave to the toxicity. You just go, it's just a fluid, just like anything else, man. I don't want it.
Yeah, that took you a lot of habit practice, a lot of mental practice, a lot of getting rid of the people in your life that weren't healthy for you. A lot of even getting out of like vicinities.
Yeah.
The actual places.
100%.
Before we go, I just wanted to say a couple things. DJ, you said you do both programs, AA and Kohdi's. I think that's
amazing.
I love that is what you decided. No one told you, no one bossed you, no one bought it, no one did. You did it. And 100%. You did what worked for you. That's what this whole conversation is about entirely.
100%.
Whatever works for you.
That's what the word holistic means.
Yes.
It doesn't just mean from the earth or anything like that. It means your way.
Yeah.
The holistic approach to anything is finding your own path. But here's the tool. How do you want to use it? And if, taking the Beyond Sober knowledge into AA is this double whammy like sword or weapon that you could utilize to become stronger, become healthier, operate from a sense of purpose and with strength and confidence and trust. Dude, no one's going to knock you for doing that. Once again, we don't care that anyone is going to AA. We recommend it 100%. Do it, dude. If that's the way you enjoy learning, or you haven't figured out what doesn't work yet, check it out.
Yeah, but I still have a ton of all of my Al-Anon. I refer to a lot of my Al-Anon books still, even though I don't go. There's a lot of really powerful stuff inside of those that I still take as something that I can use for a daily or weekly practice, or when I just feel like I need. There's nothing. Again, I don't know who hears this shit.
What? Scott says over a year sober with my help, dude. That's so amazing, bro.
Congratulations.
I love that, man. That's a hell of a way to start the new year. I don't want anyone to think that because they still drink or because they believe alcohol is, important or whatever it is, that there's a problem. There's a problem with alcohol when there's a problem with alcohol, dude. Like, if you have an issue. Like, here's the easiest way to determine if you have a problem with alcohol. Healthy people don't wonder if they have a problem with alcohol. They just don't. They don't drink alcohol and go, is this too much? They go like, it's just not an issue. So if you find yourself in a position even remotely questioning on the way you're drinking alcohol, the amount of alcohol you're drinking, your tolerance, where you're drinking it from, any of those things, then that is your cue that it is time to start redeveloping your relationship with alcohol and start becoming just a little bit healthier, a little bit happier, man. Like, that's really it, man. Leave us alone. I keep seeing you on my FYP. That's good. The first thing is, if I'm still on your FYP, that means you're still allowing me to be there. That means I'm not invading your space, but it does mean that you feel invaded by my existence. So the easiest way to do this is to stop blaming me or the algorithm or TikTok or the world or the universe for your insecurities and your inability to hit the block button, Dev.
Wow.
It's 2 or 3 clicks, man. And I'm encouraging you. As a matter of fact, here's what's up, Batty. You're so bad at hitting that button, I'm just going to do it for you.
Woo-hoo!
There you go.
God.
Done.
That was fucking...
Sexy, right?
That was super I'm like,
I'd walk all
if
day,
you invaded
dude.
my space.
Invading my space? Space invaders.
Space invaders. Something like that.
Nah, that's
No.
Original.
And the last thing, real quick before we have to go, can you, from Snow White, again, I really appreciate you. You've been really active today, and I feel like you're kind of in this whole new thing that's really awesome. So, can you talk about sobriety and recovery, how it affects other people in your life? And I would like this from your perspective. I think she would too.
Sobriety and recovery, how it affects the people around me?
Yes, or how it did, or...
This is huge, dude. I love this question. Super powerful.
I have to go potty. I'll be back.
Get it. So here's the trip. The people that... I cannot speak for the people that I was surrounded by when I was getting healthy. I only know what they shared with me. And based on what they've shared with me, and my interpretations of this information, I've been called a liar. I have traumatized the people in my recovery, in my sobriety journey. You have to remember, I'm an ex-alcoholic liver failure survivor, and I went through surgeries. It took me 18 months to recover from these circumstances. I spent 11 days in the hospital. I was tortured for 250 hours, man. I was 200 pounds when I went into the hospital, 140 pounds when I got out. It was like, once again, my circumstances were detrimental. My heart stopped, okay? I literally died. ICU. So I say all this to go, it is pretty obvious that anybody that's surrounded with you, anybody that chooses to know you or keep you in their life at that point, is going to be directly impacted emotionally, physically, financially, energetically, spiritually. So my downfall, my actual downfall of my existence traumatized the people that loved me at that time. It straight up destroyed them. They lost weight. They lost hope. They lost power. They lost interest. They lost love. They lost all these very important things. And it's not their fault. That was my actual circumstances. It was my decision. It was my reality that created this environment for things to crumble, for things to fall apart, for things to revel in pain. Now, the people around me had to watch me suffer. They had to watch me die. They had to grieve my death. They lost like all of everything. Keep in mind, this is what I witnessed, but this is also what I was told. This is also what I was reminded of for a very long time. They resented me. Keep in mind, dude, the impact that my existence had on their psyche is unfathomable. I could only understand from my perspective. But from that perspective, I was sick. I was unhealthy. I was recovering. I was desperate. I was in pain. I had already lost my house, car, job, money, friends, opportunities, man. I lost everything that I was working for, and then my body. And then, you see what I'm saying? These people were taking care of me. They were not just keeping me alive. They were cooking for me, man. They gave me a roof. All of these things in that specific circumstance feels like, from their perspective, like you're being taken advantage of. Unfortunately, that's what love will do to you. When you love someone like that, you do things you don't like. That also means dealing with them through their recovery. The people around me, dude, keep in mind, this was a family that, like, we were together for like 3.5 years. It only took me 18 months to recover. So there was a whole almost 2 years of expansive growth, of becoming someone brand new, of thinking new thoughts every single day. Every new thought that I was practicing thinking was that one less thought that made sense to them. Every time I was processing my emotions meant that I wasn't complaining about them to them. Every time I felt like I was getting healthier, it appeared as if I was drifting away from them. These were all true. And that's the unfortunate part about healing, about growing, about expanding, about evolving, is you grow away from the people that knew you when you were struggling. When you're no longer struggling and the only version of you that they know is the one that's struggling, you no longer relate. You no longer make sense. This once again adds to the resentment. It adds to the disconnect. It adds to the turmoil. It creates waves in the relationships. It creates waves in the understandings. This is why, here's the trip. This is just how it works. If one person decides to get healthy, one person decides to grow, and is actively focused on doing this, whether this is drinking less alcohol or just focusing more on their personal development, this other person is either going to need to join them on that journey consciously, or they are going to drift away. This makes things very difficult and creates a very, very powerful vacuum on the relationship, and took me years to figure out and understand and process. If I were to stay in that relationship, I wouldn't be allowed to grow. Because remember this, unless they're coming with me, they're showing me who I'm going to have to remain for us to make sense. I don't want to make sense. I don't want to stay here. I'm going. It's happening. It's what's best for me, and technically it's what's best for all of us. So I'm going to continue expanding, and that hurts because you have love, you have investment, you've got energy, you have dreams that have been entangled with the relationship. And it is super sad. And she knows what this feels like too. To go, I am actively caring about myself to such a degree that I'm willing to sacrifice my relationship for the sake of my own physical, mental, and energetic and spiritual health. I am worth more than what I'm capable of receiving if I stay here. So I say this to go, the people around you are 100% powerfully impacted, especially if they have care for you, especially if you believe you matter to them, especially if they've told you that they want you around. The unfortunate part about that is you've got to create boundaries. You have to shift your perspectives. You have to love these people in a different way. You have to allow them to be who they are. You have to prioritize yourself. You have to do what's best for you. And usually what's best for you is what's painful for them. Goodness gracious, it sucks, dude. It's one of the most difficult things that you'll ever experience. But you matter, dude. Regardless of your entanglements, regardless of your relationships, regardless of what you've committed to, regardless of where your heart lies, you matter. You are your priority, and you are worth being loved to the greatest of your capacity. And if you're surrounded by people that aren't capable, aren't interested, or aren't willing to either help you grow or love you through your growth, then they are unfortunately practicing behavior that we do not allow. It's not going to happen. And the way it's not going to happen is I'm going to go over here. We're going to split, right? Let the lady talk. I don't need to let her do anything because I don't have control of whatever she says or does or doesn't do.
No, and this little wiener dog had a marrow bone, and he is obviously quite snoozy, so he's like, oh my heavens. Isaac, you are celebrating your 48th birthday, it looked like, and you're on your spiritual path of healing, from what I can remember you saying. Happy birthday, and I love that.
Happy birthday. That's
Happy
amazing,
birthday.
dude.
I love what you just said, by the way. And there's a couple people that said something about spirituality and AA and all of that, and it's not working. Oh, yeah, Jose. Mm-hmm. He thought it was a religious program. Okay, well, then don't do AA. We'd love to have you here and a part of things differently with us, or whatever works for you. But to be honest, I've been walking through AA for a long time. I know so many amazing people that have stayed in it, still are in it, have saved so many people's lives. Again, it's what works for whomever. And Alan, I'm the same. NA, OA, all of that. it's not religious anymore. They have changed everything. It's not always God. It's higher power. It's spiritual. It's whatever you want to feel. So that's just a fact. I'm not trying to like come down on you. It is technically not religious, even though I know it can feel like it comes off as such.
Jose, dude, we appreciate you, man.
For sure, for sure. I mean, but again, we get it. Like, I know it kind of bamboozled me when I went back to Al-Anon. Like, this is a lot of this, and I wasn't really embarking on that. Like, if I wanted to go to church, I would have just gone to church.
Yeah,
you know, but it technically is 100%
spiritual. Yeah, well, spiritual. That's a whole conversation, dude. Like spiritual, religious, things like that. You know, here's the trip. A lot of people that I work with are like, I was indoctrinated with these different things, and I was forced to say these things that were outside my belief system, or I felt like I was becoming someone that I didn't want to be. And so they knew it wasn't going to work for them. And that's why, once again, we focus on the most holistic approach as humanly possible. Here's all the Legos. Dead dog.
He's a soggy dog.
Here's all the Legos to build this thing. How do you want to put it together?
He's so soggy right now.
He's
only the soggiest.
100%.
I think that might be our sign.
Yeah, that's it.
It's been a long one, and we do have to eat dinner still.
Okay, y'all. We love you. We appreciate you.
Love you.
We thank you.
Happy New
Year. You got so much compassion, so much excitement, so much joy, dude. If you guys haven't already, feel free to hit the link in my bio. Single shot method is there. Beyond Sober Masterclass, unlabeled recovery program. Beyond Sober podcast is there, dude. If I didn't say that already,
no, I don't think you did.
Single shot method, all that fun stuff, clothing, all the things. Drink your water, dude. Right? You could also ask me a question or ask her a question. Soon we will have her systems up, so you guys can get your hands on her favorite apps, man. Some cool like the tips and tricks and funds and newsletters and all of her amazing stuff. And then what else? There's nutrition. We both take Thrive Nutrition. So if anybody is interested in improving their nutritional health, that's what we're both taking.
Sorry, Hank. He was like, Mom, do not move.
I love this. You have great chemistry. Dude, we believe that too. Feel that too. Thank you so much.
He's my bestie.
With that said, you guys are amazing. Happy New Year. I'm so proud of us. So proud of all y'all. If there's anything that I could do, please let me know. Link in bio. Feel free to send me a message here on TikTok. And Elizabeth's in the building. What's up,
girl? Oh, I miss my girl. We
love
need to meditate soon.
Yeah, that's true.
We do.
We meditated today.
I know. I meant with Ann.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With Ann.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. We're out. Just like my mother always says, oh, there's the lights. Dude, take care of you, man. Take care of you. Take care of you. That's it. That's